Hello YouTube, this is Denoxkun Anime Review 7 here, and Polar Bear Cafe, episode 32. It's pretty good, this episode. It basically starts off with the first segment, was about like Polar Bear taking Sasako and Panda and Penguin to tour around like the backyard of Polar Bear Cafe, which is surprisingly big, but they say it wasn't too much. But anyways, what it all started is that Penguin was talking with Panda and Sasako, and he was asking them, "I would like to get some praise and all that stuff." Yeah, I guess he does kind of deserve it because I think he's a good artist, like I said. And then Sasako say, "Okay, I will praise you for a second, and and stuff like that." And then Panda says, "I don't feel like praising you." And then like Penguin was asking Polar Bear, wondering if they could take a tour around, the forest of Polar Bear Cafe. And then Sasako wanted to come too after, Polar Bear and Panda and Penguin, they all got to an agreement. But then Polar Bear asked Sasako, "Hey, who's gonna watch over the Polar Bear Cafe?" And then guess who shows up? Llama. Yeah, Llama's awesome. He's just, he shows up at the right time, seriously. And then it seems that for some reason, Llama's in charge of Polar Bear Cafe. He's taking Polar Bear's job. I can tell that probably Polar Bear, Panda, and Llama goes way back. So they travel through the forest. They see a bunch of things that they never thought possible. Like I'm just gonna go through a few of them real quick. There is a basketball court where Polar Bear plays with Grizzly sometimes that they never knew about. And then there was like a dark woods like far ahead, and then Penguin was like, "I wonder what's up ahead." And then Polar Bear was like, "Do you really want to know?" And I say, "Oh no, you're scared." Penguin was like, got freaked out and said, "Oh no, never mind." And it happened twice this episode. Okay, and then Polar Bear was like, he was inside that forest. He was sounding all scary and everything, and then Penguin says, "No, no, no, no." And then we see Sloth as well. He actually lives in a forest of Polar Bear Cafe. He actually lives close to there. He lives in like a tent, but he was never there. Like he has like a little mailbox, and there was a lot of newspaper wrapped in plastic. And then Sloth is like right in front of Polar Bear Cafe. And I forgot what he was doing, but he was definitely doing something. Forgot. So either ways, definitely Sloth. He's slow, and I think he takes about a few months to get from Polar Bear Cafe to his house. Even though, something, I think Polar Bear should lift up Sloth and take him home instantly. And then there were some other things that they tour around and all that stuff while Llama was serving the customers and stuff. Now there was a lot I forgot because, like I said, I wasn't able to record this as soon as I watched the episode because I had company and stuff. But what I could tell you is that there were a lot of things like, and the guy, I forgot his name, that was helping the little squirrels several episodes ago. Yeah, that he's seen her carrying some nuts and all that stuff. Yeah, he was shown in that episode. Let's see, what else was shown in this episode? There's a lot of time left. There are a lot. But if there's anything else that I missed, you let me know. The second segment is gonna be about the trio of penguins that are talking about in Polar Bear Cafe about how they're gonna sell these matching cards that they have where they match different types of penguins. And they were thanking each other like, we got up sales and all that stuff. They becoming more successful with their sales. They were selling it in the zoo, I think. Wait, no, they wanted to sell it to the zoo, so he went to Mr. Handa, the three penguin brothers. And that kind of wonders, why won't Penguin, that's with Polar Bear and Panda, why doesn't he join them? And like Panda was telling Penguin, that why don't you join them, or you get lazy or something. I don't know. and something about Penguin that he doesn't really, that why is he unemployed, or why he's not doing anything, or something like that, or why is he just not having a job. And I was gonna say, look who's talking, Panda. You only work twice a week and you are lazy the rest of the days anyways. Maybe you do have a job and Penguin don't. But like I said, does that museum episode, I still wonder, does Penguin actually work there, because he has his own museum with his drawings and stuff. I don't know really. Maybe that's just his house, Penguin's house, and his house is like a museum full of penguin drawings and seas and all that stuff. Okay, so the three penguins, they went to the zoo to interview with Mr. Handa, and they told Mr. Handa what their ideas was to sell these cards at the zoo, and what they're going to profit over it. And they also talked to him, showing him it on their laptop, the Super Penguin action show, that baby penguins were in trouble against the bully penguins, and then the three penguin brothers, they appear on the hill, and they were, announcing that they're defeated and they're going to, be the heroes of these baby penguin, where they're pretty much praising them and stuff. Yeah, like I said, I do not remember everything that happened in this episode, because it's like one of those shows that you have to watch, and then as soon as you're done watching, you give the review. I gotta start doing that. That's the thing. If I'm gonna be watching that anime from now on, I'm gonna watch it at a time that I know for sure that right after that I'm giving the review, and I tell you exactly everything what's going on, because I quickly forget, because there's a lot of things going on in Polar Bear Cafe. Every single segment, every single episodes. But basically, the gist of it is, the first segment of this episode, Polar Bear was giving Sasako, Penguin, and Panda a tour. And I almost forgot to say one thing. Yeah, apparently Penguin was surrounded by kangaroos and he got left behind. It seems that, yeah, they don't give too much importance to penguins, and then Polar Bear say, "Oh, sorry," and say Polar Bear don't really care too much about Penguin, or maybe he does. Who knows? I would say about half and half, I guess. But anyways, it was still a really good episode. I enjoyed it better than last week's episode, I guess. And hopefully next episode, I could be able to review this as soon as I'm done. So, it's a short review. And, like I said, the second episode of this whole thing was all about the three penguin salesmen. And they were going to have a success in the zoo. And I don't know what else happened there. So, I promise next week I hope to do a better review on the next episode. Take care. Bye.